Welcome back to Creepin' Weird. It is Natty, and this is
Liz.
there we go. And it is a Natty so this time, so I'm bringing the goods this week.
Woo.
And you have no idea what we're covering, and
I
I'm
don't.
excited about it. I've been actually sitting on this one for a little bit. I thought about doing it the first couple weeks and changed my mind.
I'm excited about this, but before we get into it, have you been feeling weird lately?
Yes, it's
Me
been a little
too.
off. I've been like definitely feeling a little off. So much
Yeah.
so that everybody else, like my other half sitting over here on the couch and my son, both are like, ever since I switched to days,
Oh, because of that. No, I just feel like, I don't know, something with the energy is so freaking weird in the world right now. I didn't know if you were going through it too, because usually when I feel something, I ask you and you're like, yep, same.
yeah. Well, and I've had a lot of people that also said that things just seem very weird.
Yes.
Like they're having more deja vu, they're having just weird stuff happen to them. And there must be something going on with, I don't know, the mojo or stars or something's aligning. I don't know.
Agreed. No, I was just wondering if you were going through it too, because usually it's like, yep, same, and this is why. So
Oh,
I
I
was
just
looking
haven't
for
been
an
able to
answer.
sleep.
Me either. That's
I've
not really that new for me.
Well, my watcher. So this is how my Monday went. I woke up, slept through 3 alarms, so then I couldn't shower before work. Then I tried to put my watch on. My watch died. I get to work. Everything at work falls apart. It starts like we had a water pipe break in the hospital,
Oh
flooded
my
the second
gosh.
story. It all flooded down into the first story, into the ground level. It was going into the electrical room. There was 2 feet of water down one hallway.
Oh my
And
gosh.
like everything was falling apart. I'm like, this is my Monday. My vape died on my first break. I was like, I'm done. I've got 12 more hours. This is bullshit.
That sucks.
Yeah. But I did get a new watch.
Oh, congrats.
So yeah, it's like I was super excited. It's tracking my sleep and my steps and all that fun jazz. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Everything is going wrong. I went to go make a second cup of coffee today, and my Keurig just went like and spit out like two little drops of coffee. And then it was basically
Oh
like, I'm done. I'm like, okay, so I guess I have to go to Dunkin' in a bit.
no. Death to the Keurig. God, coffee does sound good.
I
I didn't get
know.
my normal cup before we started. It's all
Yeah,
right. It's
me
fine.
either. I have an Ollie Pop. Let me crack it just before you start talking so
Yes.
I don't interrupt you. I got my strawberry vanilla Ollie Pop as my backup since I don't have a coffee.
I got nothing. I got nothing. My drink's over there.
Okay.
I got my vape and that's what I got.
Do you need to get your
Um
drink? Are you good?
Nah, I'll be all right. I'll be all
Okay.
right.
All right.
But so this one I wanted to bring, and we're going to talk about some strange and unusual schools that exist. They're real schools that you can go to.
Ooh, okay.
And some of them seem like they're a good time, but there's others that I probably will never attend, but they are still cool to have. And the first one that I have on my list, and I'm trying to sound this out. I was trying beforehand to sound it out in my head, and I think I'm just gonna butcher it either way. It's Alpha Skolin, which is AKA Elf School.
Oh,
Yeah, you can go to actual elf school.
is this in oh, Elf. I was gonna say, is it in Iceland?
I actually referenced the Icelandic elves. I had brought it up whenever I did Cloaked and Cosmic. We did the Icelandic elf sex, and we brought it up in the episode. So it's in a place called, oh dear heavens, Reykjavik, something along those lines. Of course, I can never pronounce anything, but it's okay.
Is it in Russia? Where Reykjavik.
I'll have to figure out exactly. I wonder if I can find out exactly where it's at. But it does have a 5 hour long class covering Iceland's elves. And it includes tours of elf habitats, a dress up section, and an identification section where you learn to tell the difference between 13 different types of elves that you might stumble across in the wild.
I want to sign up.
I
You need to
know.
find out where this is. That sounds like such a blast.
I think it'd be great. And then at the end of the class, you partake in coffee and pancakes before you receive a signed diploma officially certifying you as an elf expert.
Do you get an elf name?
I would imagine so. I didn't see anything in particular, but I would imagine that there's got to be some kind of like elf name generator. Like, what is it? Like your stripper name is like the name of your first pet and the street you grew up on. Which, let's take a second here. If that was the case for a stripper name, what would yours be? If it was the name of your first pet and the street you grew up on,
Sassafras Kingsley.
mine would be Fancy Harrison.
You sound like more of an upper class, and you sound like more of a sex doll.
I'm a bougie stripper. You're like in the ghetto or something.
Yeah, Sassafras Kingsley had a rough life.
Sassafras Kingsley. That is beautiful. I love it. I love it. All right. So then the other one I found is, well, a different one that I found was a school that's a little bit like a real life Hogwarts. It is the Conjuring Arts Research Center.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't that sound badass? And this is how
Yes.
they described it as follows. I have a quote here is an organization dedicated to the preservation and interpretation of magic and its, oh my gosh, allied arts, which include psychic phenomenon, hypnosis, deceptive gambling, science, and history of playing cards, mentalism, ventriloquism, juggling, and sleight of hand techniques.
Everything sounds like it would be a blast, but why deceptive gambling? That sounds like you're like pumping out con men out of the back. Maybe that's probably Slytherin's section.
Yeah, that's the Slytherin section. You got to get those deceptive gamblers out of there.
Okay.
Well, and then what exactly is it? Is that like the ball's under the cup and you slide the cup around and then it disappears? I mean, is that deceptive gambling? Because you gamble on it.
Yeah. I was thinking more cards, but then you had the whole card section, so it might just be dice, like weighing things. I don't know.
Can you juggle?
I cannot. I wish
Me
I could.
neither.
I've tried.
Tried the other day. I couldn't resist it. I had to throw the orange away because I dropped it on the floor so many times that it was bruised. But I'm holding 3 oranges and I couldn't resist. I had to try and I failed miserably. And of course, my other half just like pulls it out and starts juggling today. And I know. Isn't that like a super cool thing that you can do?
So my other half can do this stupid trick that I always try to do and I never can. He balances like 20 coins on his shoulder and then he catches them real quick. And every time I try to do it, they just go
like on
flying
the elbow,
everywhere.
like make the stack and get it. I don't know
on
if I
the
could
top,
do
and
that.
then he does it like it's like cat reflexes, grabs them. But every time I try, I'm like, I can do that, and then I can't. They just go.
Hold on. Oh, I missed. Apparently, I can't do it either.
With a stack of coins, I don't know how he gets them all.
I don't know. I couldn't even do it with this one little saucer, like it's a candle lid. Well, I failed miserably, but yeah, so
that's why they have these classes. That's why these school exists for people like us that need the training.
Well, one thing too that I thought was, I mean, there is such a wide variety of things that they teach at the school. That's what amazes me. I mean, it's everything from psychic phenomenon to juggling.
Mm-hmm. That's why there's a sorting hat.
And ventriloquism. I mean, how is that magic?
Ventriloquism?
Although we did just cover the Fox sisters.
Yeah, so throw in the voices.
And we're going to have to, at some point, cover Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a good one. And another one, this is one that it'd be so badass to attend. And it is in Rome. And it's Rome's Gladiator School.
Ooh.
It is a private and historically accurate gladiator school in Rome, or in Roma, ran by, oh goodness, Sergio Lacomoni or something. Lacomini. I don't know.
Sergio knows what he's doing. Yeah.
He goes by Nero while he's
Of course.
teaching.
Yep.
Thank God he goes by a name that's easier to pronounce while he's teaching. It's like instead of going by Master, he goes by Nero.
That sounds fun, but it also sounds like it's a lot of
work.
Cardio.
Yeah, it does sound like a lot of cardio, but it'd be badass. And
I'd be like, I'll watch from the Coliseum.
Yeah, so it says that they offer lectures and classes to those who aspire to become warriors and participate in pseudo life or death battles. Like this is straight up Renaissance fair, but Rome style.
Oh, wow.
You learn proper wielding of swords and shields and primary techniques, and I would 100% be on board with this. Assuming that they take women, because we got to factor that in.
Seems like it's so much work, but it sounds so fun too.
I the garb that you would be able to wear at this school would be phenomenal.
It would be badass, but again, so heavy. I am just like Debbie Downer over here today.
You are. I say I've already put in 2 mile walks today.
You have?
Yeah, we were Pokemon going. I do well. So I've been walking a lot lately, and we went for a walk this morning, like first thing, and then we waited till like noon or so, and then we had to go use a magnetic lure at a Pokestop. So we drove to a Pokestop and walked a mile down there and down at the park, the local park that we have. So we did a lot of walking today.
So I deleted Pokemon Go because I saw this thing the other day. It's probably just like whatever on TikTok,
Uh
but
oh.
how that people were going around and when you're doing Pokemon Go, you're giving like a detailed 3D map to the government about what's going on. And I told you I'm a conspiracy
Okay.
theorist now. That's my new
Okay.
life.
You do not have to be on Pokemon Go for the government to track your location via a cell phone.
But to get very detailed of who's where and what, and I don't know, they were the way that they
It's the
spun it.
same without Pokemon Go. It is like they can track the exact same shit. The exact same shit. They don't need Pokemon Go to do that.
Well, even around me, there's only one Pokemon in like this whole town.
You only have one Pokestop?
Yep.
There's none at my house, but when you go down on our square, they're like everywhere. I call it Poke City because they're just everywhere. We have gyms, we've got Pokestops, we've got it all.
When I go to Boston, they're everywhere.
Are you shipping off to Boston?
That's when I used to play a lot. I used to get a lot of them down there.
Yes,
But
we have a couple in the hospital. So I can spin them every time I go to the elevators.
mm,
Assuming they're not flooded, because that's where our flood was by the elevators.
eek,
I
that's
can't even
scary.
imagine. I'm hoping nobody was on the elevator when the pipe burst. Can you
Yeah.
imagine being stuck in an elevator and water just starts pouring into the elevator?
Nope.
I would shit myself. I would 100% shit myself. I'd be panicking so bad.
Then I'd play the elevator game. That's the only
Oh
time.
God. There are not 13 floors on this in the hospital, thank God. So there's, and I'm telling you, if you do the elevator game, you have to tell me so I know what's happening.
I will.
Because if you vanish, I got to know about this. My co-host
Mhm.
vanishes, I need to know. Unless you're going to record from the other side.
I think that the phones don't work there, right?
Well, maybe you could get lucky. We could set up some equipment and you can just over radio waves or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Nobody knows because they don't make it back, right?
I don't remember if anyone came back from that, honestly.
See?
I know we're gonna
Precisely.
do some games, like the Three Kings game. All those ones are so creepy.
Ugh. Ugh.
Like cover them, not do them.
Actually, I have this book, Dangerous Games to Play in the Dark.
Eek.
A guide to summoning spirits, divining the future, and invoking the supernatural. It's a whole ass book.
Oh wow.
So I guess we could pick a couple games out of there. Maybe that could be a Patreon thing. In
Yeah.
case we don't make it back. You guys can pay to watch your demise. I summon a demon. Melissa gets possessed. We need a young priest and a new priest, or an old priest and a new priest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've actually had this book for a little over a year and I've never used it.
That's why you're still here.
Yeah. I think I've had enough weird shit that happens in my house that the last thing I need is to summon more demons. There's plenty here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll have to look at it and see if we can come up with some good ones to do that we can do like over internet.
Eek.
Although they tend to mess up the internet, but we're not going to get that. Anyway, back to schools.
Mm-hmm.
Learning, back to
Hogwarts.
schools.
Yep.
There is a tree climbing planet where here Tom Kovar teaches people to tie proper knots, hang sleeping hammocks safely, and carefully rise through the branches of the trees to sleep.
Nope.
No, thank you. There is no part of me that wants to climb a tree to sleep in a hammock.
I don't like heights, period. And then trusting myself to make a knot. And that, no.
Knowing my luck, the branch would break and I'd plummet 20 feet to my death or something. Actually, probably 20 feet probably wouldn't kill you. I'd be damaged and then die of exposure.
I'd be damaged.
We got to hold on because there's Santa School.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically, the Charles W. Howard Santa Claus School. The institution was founded in 1937 by a former Macy's Santa Claus.
Oh, he knows what's up.
Yeah, it's actually the oldest Santa school in the world.
That
And
is
they
fantastic.
yeah, they refer to it as the Harvard of Santa schools. I'm not even joking. And what they do there, so they offer this whole thing are makeup and proper dressing, radio and TV appearances, live reindeer habitats, and Santa sign language.
Oh, the reindeer habitat, that sounds so fun.
All I'm thinking of is getting kicked and lots of poop.
Oh, definitely the poop, but you can deal with that if there's really cute animals around.
If I
But
am not the one shoveling said poop, then yes.
but what an accomplishment to get a certificate or a diploma from the Harvard of Santa School.
Yeah, they
Life
have
goals.
a 3-day crash course that's offered in Michigan in October.
Do they accept females or it's a purely male school?
That was my next thing is I wonder if they do Mrs. Claus classes. I
Hmm.
don't know. It didn't specify. But
Being
then
Mrs. Claus does not sound exciting, though. What are you doing? You just cooking and tending to Santa all day?
that's lots of cookies. I don't know. I mean, if he's magical, insert eyebrow raise here.
Natasha's like, practice your sign language on me.
Throw them gang signs, baby. Uh, I broke Melissa.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So the next one blew my mind, no pun intended. And I'm going to pronounce this wrong probably again. Trabajo Ya in Spain is a school that teaches the art of professional prostitution. Topics of the school include the history of prostitution, intro to sex toys and Kama Sutra positions, business tactics, and how to deal with clients. And the sessions last a week.
So I'm assuming it's still legal there. Prostitution.
I'm guessing so. I don't know.
I wonder if they had those here before, because you know how prostitution was legal here before, if girls had to go to school to do that. Wow.
I can't even imagine like putting clinical hours in. You get graded.
Get an internship right out of there. Oh my gosh.
Oh my, I can't. I just can't even fathom what that would be like.
Student of the month.
Student of the month. Oh my gosh.
Everything
Like,
that's going in my head is extra credit. I just have these things flying around in my head. Like, what is.
I gotta blow to get an A in this class.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Whew. But speaking of, there's also snake charming school in India.
Oh, that's badass.
I did not mean to put those two together, but it worked out.
It does.
Oh, it does. So this school teaches children
A
about the art
double
of
major.
triple major. Snake charming it is.
Sorry.
What'd you go to school for? Well, I majored in blowjobs with a minor in snake charming.
You're hired.
Son of a bitch, I'm in. Uh, you are, yes, this one, it's nice. This one I think is so bizarre is they teach it starting at the age of 2.
What?
Yes, 2-year-olds. Teaching them how to be snake charmer.
How?
So nomadic tribes known as Vadi from, oh goodness, Gujarat specifically follow the school. Girls are taught to care for the snakes and the boys are taught to charm them with a flute.
Come
Fuck my
on.
depression patriarchal bullshit. I
Why
will
do the girls get the
tend it.
shitty jobs? No.
Right? Yeah, why do we have to tend it? Either you're baking cookies for some fat man and cleaning up she's probably the one cleaning up the reindeer shit. Because we all know he ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't even get to play with the snake. You just got to take care of him.
That sounds like it's going right back to your last school.
Oh, different kind of play with the snake.
Yeah, that's
But
messed up. Not cool.
I'm with you. How do you teach a 2-year-old who you normally would say stay away from venomous snakes to charm it with a flute? Although it would be impressive to teach a 2-year-old how to play a flute.
Exactly.
So is this something that everybody can learn, or is it like I'm a snake charming protege or however you pronounce it?
An apprentice, yes.
Yeah, an apprentice. But that's one thing. I don't know.
Huh.
I'm iffy. But this next one is we're going to be on board with this next one.
Okay.
I would 100%. It's in Bologna, Italy,
All right.
and it's called, oh my gosh, Carpigiani Gelato University. It is a
Ooh.
4-week training program where you learn the craft of gelato making with the goal of eventually opening your own shop. And the program launched in 2013 and houses students from all over the world to make gelato.
I love gelato.
Like, shut up and take my money.
Yes, I am in.
All right. We are both attending, what is it? Hogwarts. We're both on board. Or at least I'm on board with Elf School. So we're both on board with Elf School.
Elf School. Yeah, I mean, come
And
on, our names alone.
yeah, and the Conjuring Arts Research Center.
Yep.
I'm on board for Gladiator School. I feel like you're going to sit that one out.
I'll watch.
You'll watch me from the sidelines with your big giant like turkey leg screaming at me from what is it, the arena? We're both going to sit out for tree climbing. I'm not sure I would do Santa School, but I think that you would probably do Santa School.
I'm not baking cookies for everyone all
I'm
day.
saying you want to play with the reindeer.
Oh, I'll play with the reindeers. That's it.
I'm out. I'm out on that one. I think I'll sit out on prostitution class.
I am so curious about it, though. I would love to just observe one day.
As long as, what if it's like clinicals are mandatory? Then I'd be like, I'm out 100%. But I would definitely do gelato.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also the Northeast Clown Institute. I will sit this one out. They call it Clown College.
That sounds like a blast.
First, second, and third year students attend a weekend of intensive training, and they use a point system. If you receive enough points, you can earn the Craftsman Clown Award of a Master Clown Award.
Master Clown.
Right?
What is this intensive training?
I don't know. It didn't say. But I don't know. Maybe you're like making balloon animals? I don't know.
I'd probably flunk out because of the juggling situation, though.
Oh, yeah, that is true. But I guess not every clown has to be able to juggle. What can you ride a unicycle? I know a guy.
I have not tried.
I actually know a guy knew a guy that could ride a unicycle and juggle at the same time. It was impressive.
I'm weird because I'm coordinated really well on certain things. Like I can ice skate amazing, but I roller skate and I fall on my face.
I've only been ice skating once ever, and it didn't go horribly, but I used to roller skate all the time. Like, well, roller blade, I guess
I
technically.
can roller blade, but can't roller skate, which doesn't make any sense.
It's the distribution of the weight on the wheels.
That's probably, I'm just saying certain things I'm really coordinated with and certain ones I am not. And I have no idea why.
Well, it's a different feel on your foot and they don't move right. It's just, I'm with you. I haven't been on skates since I was in probably middle school.
I'm afraid to now. I feel like I'm going to break my face open.
Yeah, I will not be doing clown college.
I'd probably attempt but fail. I'd flunk out. I'll be
out, but at least you'd be in attendance.
A clown college dropout.
Well, I have one more school on here, and I think we would both attend, and it is Witch School.
Oh, yeah.
They offer classes such as spells and execution, so you can execute them safely.
I thought you meant like execution, like.
No, not execution, like chop chop. No, okay.
I was like, that
Doing
went
the
dark
spells
quick.
effectively. How to develop your psychic abilities, use of
Ooh.
divination systems such as tarot, astrology, numerology. There's some other ones that they said that were on there. You also learn to make tools like wands, besoms, black mirrors, like all kinds of other tools that you can use. I'm sure altars are on there as well. And the original witch school was located in Chicago, Illinois, but moved to Salem, Massachusetts because the Christians were harassing all of the people.
Oh my gosh. So it really is. It's in Salem now.
Yes, most of the classes are online, but you can take them at the school too. So you got to look this up because this is close to you.
I am 100% signing up for this. I
Yeah.
hope that they allow me to have a familiar. They have to on my
Yeah.
online
Well, you've already
classes.
got one. You got Mr.
Yep.
Tuxedo. You got Tuxedo Mask.
Stella. Her name is so funny. That was her name when I got her, but just human names on animals do
Well,
something
mine's
to me.
Morticia.
I
So,
love that. So
yeah.
good.
Those are the schools that I have that are a little bit strange, but I think we would attend them.
They
Mine is
sound
tree climbing school.
fantastic.
I don't know. If we had to pick the number one that you would go to, which one would you pick?
The witches.
I'm
Second,
for
gelato.
me, it'd be a toss up. I got a three-way tie. I really want that elf diploma
Oh, the elf
and
one.
the
Yes.
pancake breakfast.
Yeah.
But I also like the research center and I also like the witch school.
I want to
So,
know if they have like a sorting hat or some sort of
oh
sorting
my
thing
gosh, that
there.
would be awesome. They've got to have something.
What would you be? Which house?
Ooh, I don't know. Hey, babe, if I were to belong to a house in Harry Potter, which house would I belong to? He says I'm a Hufflepuff.
That's what I only want that just because of how the hat says it. How he says Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
That's why I want to be in Hufflepuff.
I don't know. I'd have to look at all the characteristics again to see which one but I guess I'm a Hufflepuff.
Okay. Well, we're both Hufflepuffs
It
then.
just sounds like a Pokemon. I know it's not, but it sounds like one. Sounds like Wigglypuff or Jigglypuff, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one that sings with the little microphone and puts
Microphone.
everybody to sleep. So,
I don't
yeah,
I don't know all the Pokemon like that.
that's old school, man. This is like OG Pokemon.
I wasn't really a Pokemon collector or player. Because what, you collect the cards and you play them against each other, right?
Yeah, or you just collect them. We just collected them, but we watched all the shows like every week.
I collected Garbage Pail Kids.
I vaguely remember Garbage Pail Kids. Vaguely.
They were the shiznit.
That was like after Cabbage Patch, right?
It was kind of parallel with it. They were like the
So you
grosser
have
ones.
so what happened was you had the Cabbage Patch, they rotted and went in the garbage pail. And that's what happened. But yeah. So I got schools. What do you think?
These sound like life goals. And I am 100% looking into the Salem Witch School tonight because I
And
need to know.
I expect an update.
Absolutely.
100%.
And once I get my certificate, it'll be right behind me on the wall.
Oh, I don't know if you get a certificate for that one.
I'll make one up for myself, even if I
Oh,
don't.
okay. I want that official elf one though.
Right?
I wonder if you can do that one online. So there actually are schools, so you can take a class to be like a cryptozoology class. You can do a paranormal
Ooh,
investigator class. I've thought about doing that, like a ghost hunting class, like get certified.
that sounds fun too.
Yeah, we'll have to look these up and see if we have time to do it.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
Especially if
so
they're online, it lets you like, you can do it throughout the day. It's not structured, so you can fit it into your
yeah,
life.
yeah. I mean, I have plenty of books. I can learn on some of it beforehand.
Yeah.
But can you imagine the papers you have to write? How to
They sound
hex
great.
how to hex my ex
How the heck's my
by
ex?
Natty C. And then we got how to corner your familiar with Miss Liz. Yeah, but you
Absolutely.
already have your familiar. I think mine's probably, I would love to have a bat or snake.
Oh, a bat. Both of those sound gross. But I do like how you said about the venom before. You can get all your enemies with the snake's venom. That is
Yeah.
really cool.
What is that movie? Oh my gosh, we were just watching this movie on Hulu the other day, and this guy had a gun and he would like put it on his horse, and
Hmm.
there was a two-headed viper that was wrapped around it, but the person didn't see it because it was down in the holster. So they would pull the gun out trying to shoot the guy and use his own gun to shoot him, but the viper would come out and bite him and they would die.
Ah, see, the problem with the snake and you is, though, you've started your training way too late.
Yeah, I know. I'm like 30 some years too late for snake charming school. Well, it never said you couldn't learn late. It just says they usually start at age 2.
Okay, so you'll just be a late bloomer in the
I also
snake
don't feel
field.
like going all the way to India to learn.
And you'd just be caring for him there. You'd have to.
Remember in school you had to play the recorder? I wonder if that would work. You remember doing that?
I do. I'll be sitting there
Oh,
with one of those party blowhorns trying it with that. You'll be trying your recorder.
it's
We'll do
it's
great.
got the frilly like the tinsel at the end, so when
Yeah.
you blow on it, the tinsel starts flying. Oh my gosh! Is it gonna have one of those like retractable
I hope so.
slippers on it too?
As I progress in my
Get
training,
a
yes.
get a kazoo.
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
imagine seeing a snake charmer with a kazoo? That would be the most obnoxious thing in the world, like having a toddler with it.
It's like a drum set on the side.
And my thing is do you only calm them down or can you train them to like attack people? Because that'd be
I don't
even
know.
cooler.
I'm not a fan of them anyways, but
I love say snakes are awesome. They're awesome when they're not sneaking up on you.
it's the movement, the wiggle I
I'm
don't
not
like.
gonna lie. If I turn around and there's a snake beside me, I'm gonna squeal like a bitch before I try to pick it up because it's gonna
Before I
scare me.
try to pick it up.
It's just like a mouse. The mouse doesn't bother me.
Mm-mm.
It jumps out and scares me. That's what gets me.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No,
Not a
you wouldn't have
fan.
a pet rat,
Never.
even
I,
little cute little white mice.
I'll feed it to Stella.
Oh,
She had
not
neat
nice.
snacks too.
Well, get her a goldfish. I really want a turtle. I've
I,
considered a turtle, but I
wh-
can't because I have too many pets in the house right now.
when my kids were little, I got goldfish a few times and they kept dying. So then he'd leave for school and he'd be like, "Oh, look, the fish is sleeping." I'm like, "Yeah, he's taking a nap."
Oh no.
I'll run to the store, replace it by the time he gets back. Once I kill like 6 of them, I'm like, "All right, forget
You
it.
were
This
one
isn't
of those
happening."
parents that you went and picked it up while they were at school to replace the
I did.
goldfish.
I did.
Oh, mine's like, yep, he's dead. Flush him. Rest in peace, little fishy. Yeah, I wasn't that creative. I was just like, it died. Shit happens. You got anything else to add for the schools?
No, you've given me so many goals today.
All right. Well, we're going to be working on that. And you guys do your research and let us know which one that you would attend and which one you would least likely attend. But until next time, everybody, don't forget to creep it weird. Bye.
Bye.